Hi there everybody, decided to come back with a few little tips and tricks here. It's kind of taking advantage of a situation really. My Windows hard drive has just failed and died, so I've had to replace it, meaning that I do need to do a fresh install of Windows. So I thought while I have the system freshly installed, I would make a few little videos just to show you some little tips and tricks on how to configure things sort of a bit more easier and a bit more sort of, they're personally to what I like, but perhaps these might be beneficial to you as well. So there's a few little changes obviously between Windows 7, Windows 8 and now Windows 10 in terms of where things are and how to get things back a little bit more the traditional way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few little tips, just little things that I personally like to have, and hopefully they'll benefit you. And yeah, so let's get started. Alright, so first of all, down here in the bottom, you'll see the hidden icons. I personally like to have them shown all the time. So if you go here and you can click, you can obviously see that they are there, but normally they are hidden. I personally prefer to have them shown, as I said. So normally in the old version of, I think, Windows 7, you were able to simply right click on this and make them show. However, that has been removed in Windows 10. However, there is a way to do it, and if you were to simply go to Settings, which you can just click on that right click menu, or the context menu, and simply scroll down here, you'll have here this feature here. It says, I'll bring that up, there we go. It says, select which icons appear on the desktop. So if you were to click that, it actually brings up here, always show icons in the notification area. All you have to do is simply toggle that on, and now you'll see down the bottom there that the icons are now permanently there. So that's just one small little trick. A few other little tricks might include, I personally don't like Cortana. I haven't bothered really to deal with it much. I also am not a big fan of this search bar down the bottom. I feel it takes up too much valuable real estate. What you can do is, if you want to remove the Cortana or the search window from the taskbar down the bottom, once again you simply right click on here. You would go up to toolbars. Oh, sorry, I apologize. You'd go to search, and then you would go across here to, you can either have it as just an icon, so you can see it right down there. It's got a little magnifying glass, and if you were to click on that, it would bring it up and obviously display Cortana. However, I personally don't like using Cortana at all, so if I was simply to go to hidden, it removes it completely. And then that way you have the traditional start menu, which you can still search for. So if you were to go, say for example, your mail app, right there, or if you wanted to go to settings, it's right there, etc, etc. So that's another thing you can do there. Yeah, so I think those are two little ones. Another great one here is you'll notice that when you click on the Explorer menu here, it takes you to the recent items or the quick access menu. I'm not a big fan of it. I like it to go to this PC or my computer. So this is a tip I learned quite recently actually. And if so, instead of having it go here, you can actually make it come here, where it displays obviously your hard drives. So what you can simply do, you can go up to View, and then you go across to Options, and then you come here and it says Open File Explorer to either Quick Access or this PC. You select this PC, you click Apply, you click OK. So once again, if you were to click on here, it takes you directly there now. So that's another quick little one that I personally like. What else have we got here that might be of interest for you guys? There is there's of course the user account control. That's always annoying every time you want to install something. It is there for a reason. It is a security feature. However, I personally find it annoying. I am an advanced user, therefore I don't really need it. I know what I'm installing and what not to install and things like that. So if you were to go, the quickest way really is if you were to go here and you were to type UAC, says or stands for user account control. It actually says here, change user account control settings. You would click that, and then you just simply drag it to the bottom if you don't want it to annoy you anymore. It will do it one final time. Okay, that is what I'm talking about. Now, once you restart your computer, you won't be dealing with that anymore. Another thing I find quite annoying is the lock screen. Now, Windows 10 with the anniversary update, unfortunately, you are unable to disable it completely unless you have enterprise version of Windows 10. But what you can do is you can try and, I guess, minimize it as much as possible. So if you were to hold down on your keyboard the Windows key and R to hit run, you are then able to type in gpedit.msc. That opens up the group policy editor. Okay, and then if you were to go into, I believe it's administrative templates, then you were to go into control panel, then into personalization, and then it says here, do not display the lock screen. So to remove that, you double click on that, and then you come here and you hit enable. So it says here, this policy controls whether the lock screen appears for users. So you were able to, this does say this setting only applies to enterprise, education, and server SKUs. So it doesn't always work with the Pro version or the Home, although I tend to enable it anyway. Okay, you can also you can specify a specific image for your lock screen. So if you double click on that, if you were to come here and you would go to enable, you're then able to include, if you want a specific, like a family photo or a particular, you know, a cool car or whatever it is you want. That'll be your lock screen photo all the time instead of some random Microsoft version. So yeah, this is just a quick little video of the first set of tips. I do have some other ones. I just have to think about what it is that might sort of benefit you guys the most. Just remember, the great thing about the search menu is if you don't want to try and figure out where everything is, you can simply, of course, go to the start menu and type something in. So for example, you want to turn on your power, change your power settings, you would go here and you go to power options. Come here, and then you can change. So I'm going to change it to 3 hours. I'm going to change that to 25 minutes and hit save. So yeah, it's quite simple. I will make another video and several other videos with more specific things. So yeah, this is just off a fresh install, just had to tweak little things here and there to make it work, I guess, more like Windows 7 with all the benefits of Windows 10. I hope you enjoyed this. Feel free to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thanks a lot, guys.